Hello, dear GeoGlam community. My name is Juan Gershman. I am with the CSIRO in Canberra, Australia. I lead the Rangeland and Pasture Productivity Activity, or RAPP. It's a project associated with GeoGlam. In Australia, I'll share my screen first. There we go. In Australia, we run a program supported by the Federal Department of Agriculture and Environment aimed at monitoring ground cover and soil erosion. One of the pillars of the project is the WrapMap. It's a web-based tool that provides users a way to visualize ground cover maps, interrogate and obtain time series for any location, and generate comprehensive reports for natural resource management regions, showing the current trends in rainfall, ground cover, and the risk of soil erosion. In the last year, we've been running a series of workshops with representatives of the National Land Care Program Management Units who are in charge of the extension of the program goals to landholders across the country. In the workshop, we trained the users in the use of the tool, and we got very useful feedback for the next round of improvements and data services. It was very timely, as Eastern Australia went through one of the worst droughts in recent history, which led to high rates of soil erosion, bringing dust to the coastal cities. And later also derived on one of the worst bushfire seasons on records, which you may have seen on the news. All that was before COVID hit. This is not really GeoGlam activity, but I was involved in a lot of media. There was a lot of media attention, and one useful thing we did was to publish this explainer in this very prestigious site, the conversation. I really encourage everyone to do that. Some of the outputs of the last year include this report that outlines the improvements to the tool and the outcomes from these workshops. We also developed a methodology that aims to better separate the effects of natural climate variability from management practices. And this can improve the way we separate these two important factors in the vegetation cover signal. Because one of the demands from the data products is high latency, we still rely very heavily on MODIS data to estimate vegetation cover. In the next year, the focus will be put on adding a combined Landsat with Sentinel-2 vegetation cover product for Australia. Another improvement for next year is better quantifying vegetation cover targets by improving the underlying soil erosion modeling we do. And finally, we are exploring machine learning-based approaches for seasonal forecasting of ground cover in order to provide better information to landholders on grazing and other management decisions to minimize land degradation. We have continued our international collaborations in two ways. On one hand, our data products are global, and we have users beyond the Australian borders. For example, this SIG Sahel system provides monitoring and assessments of rangeland conditions in the Sahel region, and they use our products which they find complementary to NDVI anomalies and this type of other products. So we continue to provide assistance to these programs. We also function as a catalyst thanks to the community of practice we've been building in the last few years. In that sense, we've been helping to better link research groups and operational agencies in Africa with the Digital Earth Africa initiative. And several groups have expressed interest in high-resolution vegetation cover information from especially Sentinel-2 data. And DEA, Digital Earth Africa, it's helping to achieve that. To finalize, last one exciting opportunity coming around is this EO Africa 2020 call from ESA on continental rangeland monitoring with a goal to develop and demonstrate algorithms based on the Copernicus program, especially Sentinel-1 and 2 and 3, I would add probably to rangeland extent, status, and livestock carrying capacity. So this is a very exciting news coming from ESA. So this hasn't been called yet, but we are awaiting the call and very happy to engage with any European program looking to apply for this funding. That's all for me, and I look forward to meeting all of you on the Thursday meeting. Bye. Thanks.